Hey guys, Brian Klock from Klock Werks. We are live at Born Free, and today's a good day for us, right? We came out with all those crazy windshields, the Ice series, right? All the edges glowed on all those fluorescent windshields. Well, you asked us for real colors, right? Well, that was the idea behind our color series originally, but we brought out the Ice because it had the pop. Well, guess what has even more pop? Real color. This is a real red in our color series windshields, and this is going to look just terrible on here. This is a treat for me because fellow former South Dakotan, I guess you're never a former South Dakotan because
I'm technically a South Dakotan right now.
Right. I mean, he's got a South Dakota driver's license, lives in Bakersfield, California sometimes, right? Porky has one of the coolest performance baggers in my personal opinion. I love this bike. I love all the ARP bolts. I love all the performance of it. I love that he rides the crap out of this thing.
Yeah.
But it's not really a road glide.
Nope.
Tell me what it is.
It's a 2014 Street Glide. I was in dire need of a new bike, and they didn't make road glides in 2014. And the 2015 road glide didn't come out until like March, and it was November of 14, so I had to buy a Street Glide. Sent it off a cliff in October of 2020.
That's all. Oh yeah.
Ripping.
Oh, by the way, I just sent my bike off a cliff. No big thing.
But it was fixable.
Yeah, but if you send your bike off a cliff and it comes out looking like this, like who's really going to complain? Come on. This is our 9-inch clear. Porky was one of the first guys to run this because he's smart enough to paint this cover in a contrasting color, and now he's going to be the first guy to rock the red one right here at Born Free. We also appreciate the fact that he's running our black and blacked out trim. So while there's a logo on here, you can't see it.
Also has your Dynamat kit underneath the front fairing also.
Yeah, because there's no audio in this thing at all.
Yeah.
It's insane. We were talking last night, some guy saw this bike at Cook's Corner, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, so like how many horsepower do you have? What's it run, right?
Yeah.
And you said, well, we started out with an S&S 124.
Yeah. And
then we got a little more serious, right?
Yeah. So it started with the S&S 124. We redid some work to it. It was enough, but it wasn't enough for me.
Yeah.
So we redid some things and got a lot better numbers out of what we had. I had to leave the transmission stock though, because I need something to brake.
There's got to be a weak link. Just make sure you know what that weak link is. That's the trick, Crids.
The cheapest link.
Tell me about the paint. This thing is insane. I love that you used our dash on it, right? But even the red in here makes this whole thing look longer. Who did the paint? What's the deal with it?
The paint was done by Cal Concepts out of Bakersfield, California.
One of the legends in airbrushing.
Right.
I mean, no joke.
That's Air Syndicate. That's the partner to Cal Concepts, and he did all the murals.
Yeah.
But it's Dante's Inferno. It's the 9 circles of hell. Every panel's a different level of hell, and it's written in the scripture in Latin, and it's true to the scripture. There's no altercations to things.
That's all. Just no big deal, you know. And then it flows right into this fantastic LaPera seat. Christine LaPera and her brother are some of my favorite humans. They're just great people. But, I mean, it must be the Porky signature series. How do you get stuff this cool?
So if I design a seat, you have options but my name goes on your seat if I design it. But Dante and Derek, that are Christine's salesmen, are very, very artistic men, and they know how to make things work, and they came up with the scheme. I put a little flavor to it, and that's what we came up with, and it's literally the most comfortable seat I've ever ridden on in my life.
Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Team LaPera. Thanks, Porky. Tell me some other tricks on this thing.
It has GP suspension all the way around. It's got 25.5 tubes, so it's about 3 1/4 inches higher than stock in the front. It has the first set on the street of the GP suspension rears. I just got those last week.
So we're breaking all kinds of rules here. These are barely out, kids. Oh yeah, they're still hot, right off the press. And the beauty of this whole thing is Porky and the guy you see off here just being quiet is not really quiet. This is Shelton, my right-hand man, and Shelton's helping me, and he's my guy behind social media. Every weird thing I've asked him to do, he jumps through the hoop. But these guys have become such good friends now. that we'll be standing somewhere at midnight in Boston, and Pork's calling him because it's only 10 o'clock in California or 9 o'clock. It's like, hey, what's up? And he goes, oh, I'm with Brian, and we're looking at this guy's motorcycle collection, right? That's the beauty of motorcycling in general to me, is just how we can connect the dots. You know,
Right.
we all meet up here. We knew we were going to debut these. There's no better bike than Porky's to debut this on. Look at this. This little guy right here even wants to see it. That's how sweet it is. What else do you want to tell us about?
I mean, it basically speaks for itself. It's got ARP bolt in every hole on it. You take the front fairing off.
Yeah, look at this.
Everything under the front fairing is all ARP.
Yeah, he doesn't have any OCD problems, right, people? Come on, there's no problems here. Look at these cool, I mean, look at these cool brake pieces, right?
The valve stem cap, Brian.
Huh? What? That's nuts. Yeah, this thing is on point, okay? So, kids at home, you want to know how to make your bike cool? Get a hold of Porky, period. Thank you so much for being a friend of Klock Werks, showing up everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And just riding this thing as hard as it needs to be ridden. I love it.
I appreciate the friendship.
It's getting crazy here. Check it out. Look at how many bikes are in here. We talk about colored windshields. We came out with the Ice series. That means ice means this piece right here glows, right? And you might say, yeah, that's cool, and this is an orange bike, but that orange doesn't match that orange, right? I want a real color. Okay, well, no sooner and 68 different SKU numbers later, we got you covered. But this is Taylor from Shifter Crew.
Yes, sir.
You know they put on that bike show at Arizona Bike Week, right in the lot there at Scottsdale Harley Davidson.
Yes,
worked out great. This bike continues to morph. Every time I see it, like you were just telling me, got the new lower legs on there, right?
Yep, yes, sir. Thursday night over in Porky's garage.
Yeah, and so always been running our 9-inch in solid black, right? So you can already see how cool this is. It has our trim on there. I got it, Ian. It's never a good idea to screw up really nice factory kick-ass paint, right?
I love that trim piece, though. It just cleans up the whole look of the front end.
Right. Got it? Okay. So here's the deal. You might say, no, I'm a dark smoke person. I'm all blacked out. This one you can't see through, right? Okay. Here's the orange one, right? So in the color series with orange, now it matches all of his stuff that he's got going on here, and we're not even in the sun, and this thing's already popping, right?
That looks amazing, guys.
So Taylor, tell me what Shifter Crew. What's the deal? How'd you start that? What's going on with that?
Shifter Crew started as a joke between me and some buddies. We were racing through the grapevine, and my shift linkage actually fell off. I wasn't a fan of Loctite at the time, and it fell off. So I finally make it down to San Diego. I make it to Rick's house, who's one of the co-owners, and he starts making fun of us. He goes, well, I guess the Shifter Crew's finally here.
Yeah.
And probably 6 months into that, we had stickers, and a year later, there was 200 t-shirts in my garage, and
Nice.
we're still doing it just like that. Just
Right
coming out
on.
with designs. Obviously trying to do more bike shows, trying to make good trophies for the events.
Right
You guys
on.
helped us out at Scottsdale Harley.
Yeah, we're always honored to do it. You know, it's a fun deal, and for us, it's just good to connect with people. Right?
Absolutely.
We saw you guys at the Billwell Parts and Labor Show. We saw you again at Arizona Bike Week. Now here we are. It's the middle to end of June, and we're out here for this one.
Yes, sir.
You know, and so you're going to be in Sturgis.
I'm trying to make it to Sturgis.
I said, are you going to be in Sturgis?
I'm trying.
I said, are you going to be in
Yes, I'll be
Sturgis?
We'll make
All
it
right.
up to Sturgis.
See, hey, he's coming to Sturgis. We'll
Come
see
on.
you there. Black Hills Harley, J&P Cycles, color windshields. Get clocked, baby.
Get clocked.
Thanks, Taylor.
Yes, thank
Appreciate
you, Brian.
buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. This is awesome.
Hey, here at Born Free 14, just got the new Klock Werks Flare windshield. It's bronze, Awesome. Thank you, Shelton. Thank you, Brian, for hooking it up. The first one sold. Get yours with Klock Werks.
What's up, guys? Jake here from Cali Rays Moto. We're out here at Born Free. Klock Werks just got us set up with this orange flare windshield and some shine works for it. Stoked.
You don't even gotta talk, just have your...
James, this is my motorcycle. Oh, the fast one? Yeah. You know that Ramjet Racing is gonna bring the Thunder, and they just did. Look at this damn thing. This is the on-point performance bagger of the show. It's incredible. And this thing is brand new, right?
It is.
I mean, have you even ridden this thing yet?
Not yet, no.
So it's fresh.
Fresh. FXR division just did their rear whole chassis assembly with their fender struts and the bags, and Andy from Flying Iron did the paint. Prior to that, we did all the chassis work and suspension stuff, handlebars and controls, and then Danny from Motorwitch did the motor, right? Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of good people in Phoenix involved in this, and this is the end result, and we're thankful for James to have us all be a partner.
Yeah, and I mean, when you look at even, you know, the Ripafini parts and the shape of the tank and every bit of anodizing, the colors, even the, you know, the collars, the motor, like
the little details matter, right?
No, it does matter. And what's fun for me is that so many people are using these clear windshields, right? And it allows the paint to come all through here and right up into this full-face helmet that goes ripping ass by you. So this is probably the slowest you're ever gonna see this bike moving, right?
Definitely.
But today, here, we're dropping colored windshields, right? There's no cell service here, so we can't go live. Yes, we recorded this, so you may have already been passed by this bike somewhere, right?
Probably.
Okay, but check it out. We're gonna be able to
so well in here.
put that right on there, and just like that.
Looks too good.
So that said, Tony, do the Thunder.
Let's change it out. Check it out.
And so the cool thing is, James will be able to have 2 pairs of shoes, right?
Right.
He can have this or this. And and speaking of shoes, he's already on point. I mean, I thought my red shoes were cool, but I don't have flame soles, so I got nothing, right? What year is this bike?
2020.
And so what made you go, wham, these are the people I want to pick? Because, like, I mean, if you're the quarterback, right, you just assembled the Super Bowl team of builders and parts suppliers and all the things to make this thing off the charts cool.
Phoenix has a lot of good people, so it's pretty easy. You get good people.
It's not that easy. Phoenix has bad people too. You could have picked the shitty people, but you didn't. You picked that guy and all these other people, right?
Yes.
It's so good. I mean, every time I walk by this thing today, I was like, it is so on point. It's just everything about it's perfect, right?
A lot of renderations to get it to this point. This is probably like the fourth setup. And
fourth or fifth.
Yeah. You have to make a couple decisions and change a couple things, and you know. And now you're sitting there nervous because you didn't even
it's
have
all this fresh paint. I'm super
Yeah,
nervous.
and you didn't have a regular screwdriver. You had to use a socket where any one of those parts might fall apart, right?
I'm holding on to him. I'm
right.
glad Andy's not here watching me. He'd probably be having a heart attack right now.
Here. Let me help. This is only the 157th windshield I've ever put on in my life.
Put it one of these on before?
Once.
Once, twice.
Yeah. Well,
thankfully they're slotted so we can.
You know what? And for me, it's just like, you know, town of 350 people, 14 kids in my class. It's humbling to look over and see my part even on this motorcycle, right? And I'm not from Phoenix, you know? So how I even got to be one of I get to play with the playground cool kids, you know, is beyond me, right? All right, there you are, sir. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. James, thanks for letting us run this on your bike.
Thank you.
I mean, it is truly an honor to be here and be part of this as you get to see this thing and, you know, check it all out for the first time and have the crowds surround it, take pictures of it, drool on it, you know. all the things.
The different shades of red Andy put in this thing too really,
it's amazing.
Really blend in with that shield color.
Yeah, it's so cool. So the only problem I have is earlier we were talking and I met your girlfriend, right? How's she gonna stay on this thing? I heard it's a little bit fast.
She was mad that we didn't bring the backrest.
I can understand that. I can empathize with her. I'm looking back here and I'm like, this seat has a perfect taper for her to slide right off.
Yeah, right off. Let's get this in the sun and see.
She's gonna have a death grip. Yeah, roll it up there. Let's kickstands up. It's all you, boss. This thing's awesome. It's awesome.
The white base pops really well. You like it?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, with the white base.
It is so good.
It's perfect. I gotta get a shot.
Do you have his kickstand pad, or can you just put it down?
I gotta get a shot. You like it?
So good.
It blends in perfect.
I was waiting for you guys to drop a dark red one. When I saw the other ones, I was like, oh, those are awesome. Then I saw them on a bike. I'm like, it's a little pink, you know?
Yeah, Tony did a favor for me this week.
Okay.
And I said, I'm coming to Born Free, and I've got colored windshields. He goes, oh no. He goes, you have a real red. I'm like, yeah, real red. He goes, wait till you see my customer's bike, right? And this is it. It's unbelievable to me. So
I'm glad of the match. I got a teaser with pictures. Those guys sent me the pictures of the bike from Andy after he painted it, and I was hoping it was going to be a good match.
It is so perfect. Great. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. This is awesome.
I've done this for years because I'm doing this. This is my third one now. Because when we go, Tony and I ride the Surgeon side, the bigger windscreen and all that. But when we painted, I was like, oh, the clear one will look good.
Yeah, and it did. For just a moment.
Yeah.
But now you can do either. Yep. Now you can go this way or you can go this way, right?
Yep.
And it all matters. So thank you so much for letting us be a part of this. That is truly the cherry on top. Right. I'm so happy. Thank you. God, this thing's nice.
And third place goes to number 10, Mr. James Mack. Come up here, James. Welcome to the show, Vanna White, Simo. Oh, you look good. First place goes to number 33, my man, Jeremy Sino. The man. And it's well deserved. This bike is basically custom built from head to toe. I know that bike personally, but to Jeremy, I want you to talk about it and you tell everybody about it.
So the bike is called Manic because it drove me absolutely fucking insane to build.
Lots of work, but it paid off, man. Paid off. Congratulations.
Yep.
And thank you all to each one of you for coming. This is the biggest Born Free we've ever had, so thank you.
And that's it for us. Everybody, good night.